Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mystic Journeys with HB, Derek, and Nerdy. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good.
Cool. Everybody in the chat, how are you guys? Cool, man. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm actually doing great. I'm having a really great night. I'm excited about this show.
This is definitely your topic for sure. You talk about this all the time.
And I love this. And actually, I'm gonna start off preface this. Whenever my friend first introduced me to this topic, I had a really bad aversion to it, kind of an allergic reaction, if you will. And then when I got to learn more about it and realize that it's more of like a philosophy than a science, I started to be more open-ideated to it. And you know, we're not trying to box people up. We're just trying to get to learn more about ourselves and how we can interact with others more appropriately. So yeah, it's called the Myers-Briggs personality test, the MBTI test, and I'm gonna get into where it comes from, the origins of it, and then we're gonna do a couple of disclaimers, and then we'll get into the actual facts of it. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. Just a moment here. I guess before we get into any of the slides that we have, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about the history of the MBTI test. And before we even get into the show, sorry, I'm skipping way ahead. Movie night Monday tonight, you guys. As usual, it's a $5 perk on Discord, and we're doing. Go ahead, Nerdy.
It's going to be season 2, episode 7 of Hamilton's Spermacopia.
Okay, sweet.
It's the Emily to Mascaria episode.
Sweet. And it's my day for a giveaway, so we're doing 2 giveaways, and we're actually doing one really big giveaway, and then just a regular same supplement giveaway that we normally do. I'm excited about that too. So you guys stay tuned. No hints or anything yet on that, but yeah. All right. The MBTI wasn't created by academic psychologists, but a mother-daughter duo, Catherine Cook Briggs and Isabel Briggs Myers, during World War II. The goal was practical. They believed that if women entertaining the industrial workforce, or sorry, women entering the industrial workforce for the first time understood their personality preferences, they could identify wartime jobs where they would be most quote unquote comfortable and effective. The power of preference, not ability. The common misconception is that the MBTI measures how good you are at something. In reality, it only measures preference. Um, Experts often compare the personality type to being right handed or left handed. You can use your non dominant hand, but it takes more conscious effort and feels less natural. Because it doesn't measure skill, the official Myers-Briggs company expressly discourages it using it for hiring or predicting job performance. I'm going to also get into a couple other tests you guys are going to be kind of familiar with. The Enneagram test, maybe we're taking the Enneagram test at work. It's more adaptable for a workplace scenario. We'll briefly get into those for a minute as well. It says here, this is part of the clarification that I wanted to make. Science critics often point out that the MBTI ignores one of the most important parts of human personality, neuroticism, or emotional stability. Modern scientific models like the Big Five include this trait to predict things like stress tolerance and mental health. To fix this, the particular unofficial versions, like the 16 personalities, added a fifth letter, A or T, assertive or turbulent, to mimic this missing dimension. And Nerdy, you were speaking about this a little bit earlier in the chat as we were talking about this. And that's skipping ahead. We will get into this, but I want to just kind of get people introduced into the basics of it. And introducing neuroticism kind of, makes it pokes fun at people. So we're just trying to do this open-minded, non-judgmental. It's kind of a fun thought experiment. So we're going to get into that, but not right now. Despite scientific skepticism, the MBTI is a juggernaut in the business world. It says here that companies do use it, but we're just going to actually, if you guys haven't already noticed, in the description of the video, the link to take this test is there, and you can take it after the show, or if you're watching after the live recording, you can go ahead and stop the video, take the test, and then come back in and listen to the rest of the video.
I'm going to share it in the chat here right now.
Okay, sweet. Thank you, man. This is free to take. It doesn't cost. It's just going to ask you for your email address, and then it's going to send you the results to the email address. So, all right, here. The big five that we were just talking about later is considered the scientific gold standard, while the MBTI is more of a storyteller's tool. Again, it's more of, talking about, philosophy and ideas rather than trying to, put a science to it. And that's big and important to remember. And that we're open-minded. These are just somebody else's ideas that I'm reading off paper, and it's an open-minded discussion for us to have. This model puts you into buckets or types, and you are either an introvert or extrovert. That's kind of a downside to the MBTI. With the Big Five, the model measures where you fall on a spectrum for 0 to 100 percentile for each trait, which makes it more accurate. And most people actually fall in the middle of these traits. They're ambiverts, which the MBTI's binary system sometimes can miss. So that's important to remember, is that things are not always black and white. That usually we're a spectrum of things. So there's times where we're introverts and extroverts, and vice versa. And again, the Big Five includes neuroticism. And the MBTI key point here, purposely leaves this out because it assesses the positive and non-judgmental parts of a person, and no one wants to be, typed as a neurotic person, so anything like that. So we will get into that because we do want people to be aware, self-aware, and grow. But right now, just deep breaths and baby steps here. Okay. All right, Nerdy. If you don't mind, could you pull up this first slide for me, please, sir?
Yeah. Here.
Okay, guys. We're gonna work our way up real fast. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, it's just lagging a little bit. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna work our way up this chart right here. This is 4 colors, very simplistic. This is the basic level of personalities. This is Carl Jung's True Colors test. They separate them down into these 4 categories right here: blue, gold, orange, and green. Blue is emotionally driven, gold is loyalty driven, orange is short-term driven, green is logically driven, and you can kind of read through these on the left. On the right here, it's kind of shows that it's a color spectrum. So again, this gives it a little bit more leeway. It turns it from 4 into 8 because again, things aren't always black and white. They're more of a gray area or color spectrum, if you will. Give you guys a minute just to look over this. Derek, Nerdy, got any comments on this before we move on?
No, I think it's good. I don't have anything to say yet.
Flip on to the next one if you don't mind. And this is the test that I was just mentioning. It's called the Enneagram test, or the Enneagram test, sorry, rather. This is what people use a lot in the workforce. It breaks it down into 9 personality types. It's a little bit more complex. These are, you're going to start to see that some of these same names, like mediator and things like that, are involved in the MBTI test. So, for example, 1, moral or a perfectionist. 2 is supportive or advisor, people that are your support system, your friends who always help you and guide you in life. 3, successful people who are achievers, always go-getters, very business-minded, business-oriented. 4 is romantic individualists, so people that are, traveling the world and viewing the countries and stuff like that. Getting to know other cultures would be an example of that. I'm gonna just generalize. I'm just giving examples here. Number 5 would be investigative thinker, people who are, Sherlock Holmes of the world. 6 is loyal guardian. These are our soldiers. These are people that go to war for us. 7 is optimists or entertaining. These are people that are movie stars and stuff that entertain us. Protective people, challengers. These are people that will, advocates that will fight for rights, social rights, and injustices in the world. And then there's the mediators, the people who are peaceful, try to keep the peace. So now that we've got through these, we'll go into the more complex, which is the MBTI. Harry, if you don't mind, slide on another slide.
Next slide. All right.
Yes, sir, please. All right. So this is going to break it down. These are all the personality types here, and these are the percentages on average. Again, they're not exact because we're not getting every human being on the face of this earth, and this also is blending male and female together. So this is an average overall, as far as people that have taken the test. So it's important to take this test so we can keep adding to the, scientific data, if you will. Okay. Says here that while INFJ is widely cited as the rarest, about 1.5 to 2% of the population, newer data suggests that ENTJ and INTJ are nearly as rare, especially among women, where they can make up less than 1% of the population. So that's another important part that I want to mention here, is that this graph is not exactly scientifically accurate, even in the data that is presented. There's going to be a little bit of skewed results, but this gives you a generalization of where you might lie on the rarity scale of being your personality type. Recent research indicates that MBTI types might even predict how people interact with other people. INFP rather, INFP is the most common type amongst users who comment on the personality related tests, and INTJ, INTP, ENTJ, ENTP tend to be more you view more strategic results on their tests. This is another point that I wanted to make in these tests. It's important to be open-minded and take these tests honestly as you can, and to be able to get better results. I've thought about this for a long time. The best way to do it, if you have a psychologist or a therapist, you could get your therapist to, sit down and discuss the test results with you. If you have a friend or a family member, get them to take the test for you. Once they take the test for you and they get the same results, then it will solidify that maybe you're more that general personality type. But again, it's not a science. It's if somebody says that you're an INFJ and you think you're an INFP or vice versa, it's all just speculation. And it's a color. It's like somebody could say that a color is orange. Somebody else could say it's red. No one's right. No one's wrong. So that's just kind of the same concept. And I do like the analogy of left-handed, right-handed. So these are just the ways that we fall into line in life with little effort. If we used to use our left hand, maybe I could be an ENFP, and maybe I should practice that even. And that's a discussion for a different day. But the fact of the matter is, naturally, when I fall in line and I do things, I'll end up being an INFJ. For example, I am an INFJ. You guys, what is your personality types? Do you know?
I'm a INTPT, turbulent.
Okay.
INFPA.
Yep, I would say INFJA. But again,
I read Derek's before the show, and it absolutely nailed him. Same thing with mine, absolutely
100%.
nailed it. And HB,
100%,
I was reading yours, and I was like, I don't know, maybe. But as soon as I added the T, then it made sense. As soon as I added the fifth one, I was like, okay, now it all comes together.
But again, it's all just generalization. So I'm always open-minded to hear people's
in my
perspectives
opinion on the way your personality and your opinion are two different things, right?
You make a great point. It's food for thought. I'll think about it a little bit.
I think it really, really helps having outsiders take a look at how, like, when I was taking the test, I had my daughter over here.
Man.
What do you think about this? Do you think this actually describes me or not? And
100%.
Really,
the
really
best way to do it. Dude.
Process the test a little bit better when you have somebody you trust and knows you as well as you.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I do agree that you are a INFJ.
And it's we'll get into the specifics of it, but it explains a lot about myself. There's a terminology of INFJ door slam. Other MBTI types have other terminologies, but this is a perfect example. Whenever I first heard that, I'm like, wow, that's so true. Like, if I don't get along with somebody, that's exactly what I'll do. It's like I'll shut them out of my life and never speak to them again. And made me aware of myself, and it made me learn. And it also made me learn that the type of people that I get along with most naturally are ENFPs, because essentially they're on the other end of the scale. When an INFJ and an ENFP meet together, it's like the perfect yin-yang combination, because INFJs are really like stern and to the point and, about morals and the rightness of the world. And ENFPs are super optimistic and outgoing and more about love and compassion. So it's a nice balance. And everybody in here has an equal and opposite. And I actually have a chart in here that will speak about that in just a minute. If you don't mind, could you go on to the next slide? I have an article that I want to read here that dives just a little bit more in depth into it. And
is this the correct one?
No, the welcome one.
Okay.
Yep. And again, movie night Monday tonight, guys. I'm doing a giveaway. I'm doing a really big giveaway, and then I'm also doing just a regular supplement giveaway. So two chances for giveaway tonight. It's just going to be random number drawing.
One more giveaway that came from the chat. Chris wants to give away an all-in-one grow bag with some exotic genetics.
Wow, very cool. Shout out to Chris from Colonizing Colorado, man. Thank you so much. In Operation Caps as well. Thank you so much, man. That's really sweet. So yeah, we'll be doing 3 giveaways. You guys, I've hit the jackpot tonight. Y'all stay and listen and learn the lesson. Y'all might get something good out of it. I appreciate y'all showing up. Thanks everybody for y'all support. And yeah, let me read this article real fast if y'all don't mind. This it just kind of dives a little bit more into the idea of what we're talking about here. So, Nerdy, you can pull up that first slide now if you'd like. That next slide that you just had. The Myers-Briggs type indicator, MBTI, is a well-established psychometric tool for assessing people's preferences and decision-making activities. It was developed by a mother and daughter team, Isabel Briggs Meyer and Catherine Briggs, who we just read about, out of the work of Carl Jung. So we also talked about Carl Jung and the True Color Personality Test. So they were inspired by his work, and then they came up with this test. So keep that in mind. If you're really intrigued about what we're reading, you can make 18 personality types and then 20 personality. Keep going on if you'd like. There are always dangers in typecasting people, but used responsibly, psychometric models can provide visible insights into individual preferences and how to get the best out of people, and how personality differences are entirely normal, and implications of this working with teams. I like to think about this related to the four agreements about how we take things personally and the personality types that are most likely to take things personally. And are we one of those personality types? It kind of like works like that to me, as far as the four agreements are concerned. There are many good resources available on the web. We just gave you guys a resource here that's free that does the test for you. So you guys can take that on there if you'd like. However, this article here wants to provide a bit of insight into psychometrics to enable people to appreciate their usefulness in a bit more detail. The MBTI provides a useful example to do this. Okay, so as you guys can see here, this breaks the 16 personality types down into 4 different categories: introversion, extroversion, sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling, judging, or perceiving. So most people tend to fall into one of these categories more than the other. Again, some people are more ambiverts, but typically people are either going to be more extroverted or introverted in a general sense, and so on and so forth with all these different personalities here. Nerdy, could you go on to the next slide, please? This is a picture here from the 16 personality types website. It separates them into their 4 different categories that we just read. And somewhere on this color wheel is generally where most humans lie, somewhere either on or in between this scale. For example, explorers, analysts, diplomat, centennials. So INFJ, I could find it on that list and then see my color and then see right there, I'm on the very last screen, and then see what that categorizes me at.
I like my character has glasses and a lab coat.
Right, because these are
logician.
I'm glad you said that, Nerdy, because this kind of generalizes what the professions are that people have, right? That are these types of personalities. And this is why generalizing it isn't really necessarily going to work for every single human being, but for most people, you get your teachers and you get your soldiers, and you have your very wide spectrum of human beings. Okay, one more time to the next slide. This picture right here is from the article that I'm reading right now. It says here that essentially the MBTI uses 4 dimensions of personality. Others often use more, and it describes people in terms of their preferences. But remember this, it speaks in their preferences along with each of these dimensions. So it's just what we're more likely to make in one moment to the next. And you can see the dimensions in the diagram right here. So this explains a little bit more in depth what we were just reading. So introvert or extrovert, where we get our energy. Are you more introverted? Do you need time to yourself? Or are you comfortable? Do you need time to yourself to feel comfortable with decisions? Or are you more comfortable with engaging the decisions as part of a group? Sensing or intuitive? Sensing, or do you tend to look at the facts and the data more? Or are you more intuitive? Do you trust your gut? Thinking or feeling? So are you more thinking? Do you prefer to make decisions rationally based on logic? Or do you rather recognize the limitations of logic in a complex world, and feel happy and let our hearts have more influence. We talk about this a lot in the show, putting your heart above your head. This is why, I end up being an INFJ.
Mhm.
Perception or judgment. We prefer to keep our options open, and we're happy to cope with ambiguity. Oh my good Lord Jesus. That's perception. Judgment is we feel comfortable making decisions quickly to make progress. So there's people that are, again, go getters and um, more adamant on taking action rather than being a pacifist. All
I
right.
really like this infographic. It shows the sliding scale. Like the last one right there, perception and judgment. You see how the dots almost in the middle there. Like whoever took this
Correct.
test, they weren't necessarily 100% judgmental. They're kind of somewhere in the middle, kind of like how you're talking about how there's the ambiverts.
Correct. And so people have tried to adapt this to more of a color spectrum because of that exact reason. Because there's a fine line in the color of yellow that can lie, 100 different shades. So yeah, that's another great point, Nerdy. Thank you. Um, can you go into the next slide, please?
Yeah. Let's see.
This is what I was speaking about, how all of our personality types mend with other personality types. I'll give everyone just a moment to read over this. Very simple. It shows you in the red personality types that maybe you wouldn't get along with so well, or that it's going to be more of a challenge for you to get along with. But again, don't take red as bad, because the way I look at it, it's more of an opportunity for you and them to learn. Um, so the greens are going to be way more compatible, way more effortless communication. For example, INFJ, ENFP is another great example. Those are all marked in blue, the ideal combinations. INFJ, ENFP, because they're on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as ideas, philosophy. All right, you can skip on to the next slide if you'd like.
Looks like I am compatible with ENTJs and ESTJs. Any of you
Correct.
ESTJ or ENTJ? I'm curious. But let's go to the next one.
Cool. Yeah, anybody in the chat, if you already know what you are, just drop it in there so we can know what you guys are. I apologize for not looking at the chat. Let's see. Laura's in here. Mike, thank you guys for showing up. Colonizing Colorado. Shout out to Colonizing Colorado. If you guys are in Colorado, go check them out. Address from that, Nerdy, do you have it?
For Colonizing Colorado, I'll share
Yes,
his
sir.
web address, website.
Please, if you don't mind, man. That'd be awesome. Hey, Wazzy, what's up, buddy? Mello? Hey, I hope you're doing well. Hope you and the animals are doing well. I know you got a new puppy. Super adorable.
If you're in this Colorado Springs area, definitely go to Colonizing Colorado. They are a fresh mycology store in Colorado Springs, and I am closely working with them. Chris Vinci is a good friend of mine, and we're only going to be
please go
getting closer.
support. Please go support you guys. Doing great work over there.
Yeah, we're doing
paving the way.
good things. But Chris is
Mello says here.
such a good influencer, such a good Colorado influencer, Chris.
Yeah, we have a video. You guys go search on Mystic Journeys, Colonizing Colorado, Chris interview, and his interview will pop up. We have a whole interview cut out that where we did with him. I know you get to know him and listen to him and get to hear it from the horse's mouth, if you will. He's a great guy. We loved having him on, and we'll have him on again soon too, by the way. Yeah, shout out.
We'll probably be doing a show together on the Colorado Myco League YouTube here.
He's got a great taste in music. I saw him do that cover of Rage Against the Machine. I was like, yes, sir. I was like, this is my boy.
All right, the next slide for you.
All right. No. Go back to the one we were just at, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Mello says here that there's some books about face reading and personality types. That's interesting. That shows your intelligence, because it's very like, a citizen psychologist, I would say. Since I was trying to figure out life around us using these ideas, and that's a great. Those are great books, I'm sure, because It's all about picking up on people's little subtleties to learn their emotions. And while we practice our third agreement and we don't make assumptions, and we practice our second agreement, we don't take people's reactions personally. It's still great to like try to base it in evidence and facts as much as we can. Try to like learn about human beings, how we work together with them, and how we work ourselves. Right. Um. Thank you guys so much. Cool. I'm sorry if I missed anyone in the chat, but we'll get to a giveaway here in just a minute. Just let me finish reading up on this real fast, if you guys don't mind. The first dimension is introvert extrovert. Um, Though it is important to not confuse this with what people may popularly understand introverts and extroverts, this describes our need for time by ourselves and or time with with others in order to to arrive at a decision that we are comfortable with. The second decision is sensing and intuitive, but again, please do not confuse this with intuition. This describes the extent to which we look to evidence and experience and arriving at a decision we are comfortable with versus how much we look at to possibilities and as yet to unrealistic potentials. The third dimension is thinking or feeling. No real risk of confusion here. This describes the extent in which we employ our head, our logic, rational hypothesis, and or our heart, emotions, feelings, intuition to arrive to a decision. And again, typically you're going to learn that most people have a combination of these things. We just again lie one more way more than the other. The fourth dimension in the perceiving and judging scale, which describes the extent to which we are comfortable holding things open or arriving quickly to a decision. It's kind of how we're open to ideas or we shut them away. Derek, you got anything to add to that?
No, like I was telling you guys earlier, I had done the test 27 weeks ago and got the same results. And I just learned that William Shakespeare has the same personality type. So I don't know what that says, but
I think that says you have an extremely large vocabulary.
Yeah, maybe.
It says here that if you're not particularly familiar with the psychometrics model, you may be challenging this model internally as it presents a response like, I do all of those things, or it depends on the decision. And you're right, we all do. However, the purpose of this model is to describe our biases within that, our tendency compared to the rest of the population, to lean more heavily on one side or the other. Our temptation, for instance, to apply at least a little bit of logic in an emotional situation, or to apply at least a little bit of an emotion to a logical one. And whether we're prone to do this more or less than the population as a whole. For individuals with a team, psychometric models often help to explain some of the difficulties they encounter with colleagues and provide a framework in which we can better understand and appreciate other strengths. For those leading teams, it helps us to compensate on how how our biases may creep into the design of the process and develop approaches which are better suited or better varied to accommodate a wider range of strengths and preferences. And then we have linked the test in the description for you guys. Once again, if you're just joining in, if you guys want to take this test, if you're watching live, wait till after the show. And if you're watching after we do the live, then you guys can pause the video and take it and then come back and watch the rest of the video. I think I've covered everything. I don't think there's nothing that I haven't said that should be said. You guys are free to add anything if you want. I can watch a fight and know who's going to win on the face type. It's right 90% of the time. Hey, you're an intuition. You're an intuitive person. Yeah, that's what they call it.
Well, would you like to do a giveaway real fast? Should we?
Yeah, we can do a giveaway.
Let's do Chris's giveaway first.
Okay, sweet.
Looks like we have 9 people in the chat right now. So that means minus Derek and me, that's about 7 people. So I'm going to roll a 8-sided dice. So you guys go ahead and start throwing out some numbers. Whoever gets the number first gets the prize.
Okay.
All right. I got my number.
All right, I'm gonna use a random number generation. Random. Oh man, I cannot speak tonight. What? My lord, has happened to me?
Well,
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use a random number generator on my phone. I'm gonna do 1 through 10, and whoever gets the number first, we're gonna pick it. Because I thought about it doing just 1 through 10 in my head. I'm like, people can just be like, he's picking. So we're gonna do it right here on my phone, live in front of you guys. 1 through 10. It looks like we have about 11, 10 viewers anyway, so we'll work out pretty good. I'll go ahead and sneak peek what I'm giving away to you guys.
Nerdy, you want to remind everyone
all
the
right,
prize?
Mike Baraball. Mike Baraball wins. It
Congratulations.
is a number 7. There's my dice right there.
Number 7. Congratulations, Mike.
Congrats, Mike Baraball. I don't think he's won yet, has he?
Yes, he's won one for me.
Right.
Yep.
Awesome. Good. That's going to be a good one. So
Probably dehydrated. Maybe that could be possible.
Since we already have your information, I will send it to Chris Vinci next chance I get.
Okay, sweet.
Thanks for playing.
Congratulations. Yeah, 100%.
Dice.
And thank you, Chris, for doing a giveaway on the channel, man. That's really awesome of you. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. We're gonna get you back on the show one day soon, and take some more mycology stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited about that.
The Waz was right.
But yeah,
right behind was Waz. Yep.
I've got this piece right here, guys. Ooh. This is a personal piece of mine. I've used it for a couple months now. Still in great condition. I just cleaned it out, so it's freshly clean. I'm doing this as a giveaway. I'm also doing. It will be.
Does that have a mushroom percolator?
It is a It is a mushroom on it.
Like on the inside. Oh yeah, that's a mushroom percolator. All right, that's cool.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
So yeah, it's really cool. And then I got this. It's a 1/4 gram of Mystic Hillbilly honey, and then it'll come with a 5-pack of supplement albino golden teacher. These are from Pop's Pop Shrooms, and I also have ghost supplements from Pop Shrooms as well. So you guys, this is going to be for the other giveaway. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be 10 of these 100-milligram supplements with the honey. The rig comes with 5 200 milligrams of the albino teachers, and then honey as well. We're going to do a random number drawing. It's just going to be luck of the draw. You guys are playing on luck tonight. And we talked about it earlier. We debated about letting more people know because we figured a lot of people would be interested. But you guys are our loyal viewers. Y'all are always here. Y'all show up for the show, so y'all deserve first picks at it. So we're doing 2 different giveaways. First of all, we're going to give away the big one, and then we'll do the little one after. But yeah, you guys go ahead and you can start right now. 1 through 10. Just pick a number 1 through 10. The first person to get it. I'm going to generate it randomly on my phone right now.
I like my way better. Dice. I got to be nerdy about it.
I do have some. I have to pull them out though.
Okay. Gotta get the D&D dice, man. All right. Got Laura says 5. Mello says 8.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And you guys can guess as many times as you like. Just the first person that gets it.
6. Oreo says 3. Mike says 7.
Oreo gets it. It's 3. Number 3.
Wow. What luck.
No kidding. That's the fate of the universe. That's how it works.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Oreo. That's an awesome.
Congratulations. Cool. I'm going to get this over to you. Yeah, it is nice.
I like that rig.
And then you also get the
mine, just fancier.
Cool. And then you also get this AGT supplements. These are 200 milligrams, and then honey as well.
Sweet.
And everybody gets HB slaps with their order as well too.
Nice.
Those are awesome.
All right. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. We'll reset, and then we'll do the second giveaway. In the meantime, go ahead. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Right. Yeah.
So this is on par with the whole personality thing, but this is one of those affirmation cards I got from Deborah Pearl last year ago, about a year ago, I think. It says, "I love me just the way I am. I love you just the way you are." Do you ever notice the little bugs on this planet that jump so high and move so fast? The velocity is mind-boggling. Every creature has its own superpower, its own magic. It doesn't matter if it's noticed by other creatures or not. External points of view have no impact. The fox isn't judging the bear for bathing in the river. The butterfly isn't making fun of all the caterpillars who haven't built their cocoons yet. Everything is perfect, just as it is. Love yourself for the natural wonder that you are. Love everyone else the same.
Poetic, dude. Couldn't have said
Thought that
anything
was
more beautiful myself. That's poetic. Where are you getting these cards from again?
Deborah Pearl gave it to me as a gift. I think it was
Correct.
about a year ago, but they are sweet ass affirmations.
Correct.
It's called. So it's a little irreverent and such,
Love
but
the name.
I love it.
Rage
So,
Create is who makes them.
Rage
Cool.
Create. Hmm.
Wow. I like that. It's
But I
really
love
cool.
how
They're always really good and on point. I like it.
well, yeah, it's a good. I have a big stack here. I haven't gone through yet, but
So you're
anyone that
just
I've
like
already
sorting
gone through,
through.
I put in my other box, and I'm like, all right, that one's in the back burner, and I've got a bunch of good ones where, whenever I'm like, yeah, I need something tonight, and I figured this is on par
Cool.
for personality.
Cool.
Love yourself the way
Hey,
you are, and love others the way they are.
and if you can't find another one, you feel like you have to reuse one. That's always works too. You know,
Yeah, and the
it's
cool
just
thing about these
valid to
cards
say.
is, how in the past I was talking about how there's thought gremlins. Every one
Correct.
of these cards has a hidden gremlin somewhere on the card if you're looking
That's
for it.
crazy.
Right here.
Okay.
It is right there in the wing of this butterfly. You can
Wow.
barely see it.
That is cool.
But yeah, so that's just a little extra game on every single card. But I love this. I love these so much. I'm so thankful for Deborah.
Mela says she's trying to win for Sanum. If she says that if I win, can you get it to her? How about we're just going to
Absolutely.
send? How about because of that, we're going to send you and Sanum one, and then
There you
we're
go.
still going to do our giveaway too. So yeah, just make sure you guys have your information, and give me a second to write this down so I don't forget.
Yes.
Also, Melo's in Jamaica. I don't know if that'd be an issue or not.
That might be tricky. But
Okay,
getting something to Sanum is easy. Yes,
we can do that 100%. That's very kind of you. Very admirable of you. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Yeah, we could do that 100%. We could do that. Unfortunately, like they said, hey, if you're in Jamaica, we won't be able to ship you anything. But yeah, it's really awesome. Very kind of you. Yeah, we're definitely going to send her something.
I think HB and I both have a pretty close connection with Sanum.
Yeah, 100%. Very much, we're the same kind of person. Like our personality types, they get along really well. 100%.
Sanum is
Yeah,
one of the
sorry,
few people that have
sorry,
been to a
but
Rocky
thank you
Mountain
so much for being so kind.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nerdy. Go ahead.
She's been to a few of the Rocky Mountain Mush Fests, and I'm always so thankful to see her.
Cool.
Yeah. She's such a great person.
I'm excited to be able to see her. Hopefully in July here. So.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike was our other winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike Barabal.
What were you about to say?
Actually, I think we might have an incomplete address for him. I think I lost the second half of like the city and state.
I think we have it. I have it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So yeah. And thank you guys so much for your support. That's what we love doing here. I mean, it gives us, the best excitement to be able to give back. That's what it's all about. I was inspired by Pops this morning, the idea of the DAO, to be able to give something away. So that's why it encouraged me to be able to do this today. It's like, we need to be more giving because my cup's full enough. I can give more than I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to. It makes me feel good. Cool. Thank you, Melo. That's really awesome. Thank you. So yeah, we got one more here. Before we do that though, Nerdy, why don't you go through these memes that we have on here? You can scroll through. I think there's like 4 or 5 on here.
I thought that was kind of funny. So I'm the second one. Definitely the second one.
That's okay. Let's see if it reconnects.
I think this one's pretty funny. Yeah. Why are they called baby
If it
changing
doesn't, I will.
stations if you leave with the same baby you came in with? Is that a stereotypical ISTJ right there? You're like, hey, contact me about anything, and then when they finally do, they're like, no, new rule, don't bother me. Okay, let's see what this next one is. I feel no emotions. Yeah, okay. INTJ. I cry during movies. I admit it.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Heck, I was telling my daughter about Full Metal Jacket today, and that brought me to tears. I forget his name. Vincent. What's his last name? D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio is one of the best actors of all time. He's not one of those pretty boys. He's just an actor's actor. He is just good. I think we were talking about, pretty boy actors the other day. I don't know what this last one is here. Is that supposed to be a link? Oh, did we lose HB? We lost HB.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So is that like an undecided personality type there?
I have no idea what this is right here. I think he just forgot to upload something there. So let's go back to just the welcome. It's just us. There we go.
There you go. I think Mello's saying something in the background about the internet, and now we lost HB. So
yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, Mello says, I only cry when the dog dies, and then it's a shit movie. Yeah, I feel that.
Have you seen A Dog's Purpose? I don't think anybody can watch that without crying. That's a good one.
I avoided watching it when it came out, just because I was already still healing.
Yeah.
From the loss of my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to watch, but it gets really awesome at the end. So there's that. Check it out if
I got you, HB.
Feeling can handle it now.
There we go.
Cheers. Finally made it back.
All right, we were just talking about sad movies.
Cool. I thought that was the perfect time.
How it's okay to cry.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that for a movie night. Kind of something, throw it off a little bit, do something a little conventional or unconventional, I guess, in a sense, right?
Maybe we watched that movie Derek just mentioned, The Dog's True Purpose.
Oh, yeah.
One of these.
How many more Hamiltons did you have to go through?
Let's see. After tonight, I have one more picked out. So not next Monday, but the Monday after, I say we watch A Dog's True Purpose. Is that what it's called?
Good to me. It's falling in place.
A Dog's Purpose. Okay. So that's our plan.
Perfect.
Don't let me forget.
You guys remember the last movie that made you cry?
What is it?
No, I'm asking, do you guys remember the last movie that made you cry?
Well,
I can't think off the top of my head because it's been so many, but
it's got to be one of the documentaries I watched of somebody who passed away recently doing riffing with HB. Like, hey man, why do these people have to die?
I'm pretty sure I cried the newest Avatar.
The newest Avatar movie?
I think. There was a few moments in that movie that just like really, really resonated with me. And there was also like a couple hidden religious messages in the movie too. And I was like, oh, did you notice that? That was some religious stuff right there. But the people that I was with that actually believed in those religions that they were referencing, and like they didn't pick up on it. And I was like, really? That's surprising that you didn't pick up on those references there. But
one more time, what's the name of that movie?
Dog's Purpose.
Okay. We're gonna write it down.
Dragonfly, that's a good one.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen that one?
Write it down.
I don't watch a lot of good
Dragonfly.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this in the next. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't even cut you off.
No, Dragonfly. That came out when I was like in high school, dude. That was an old one. That's an oldie.
I got it written down, so we'll check it out. Yeah, I got a huge movie list over on my Discord, so we can combine them together. And from now till Christmas, we should have movies. Cool. Let's go ahead and do our next giveaway if you don't mind. You guys just go ahead in the chat, 1, 2, 10, and
Okay.
I'll hit the random number generator on my phone. Still got number 3 right there. Hitting the button now, so now we're good to go.
Can you see the chat?
Let me see. I can.
Stop throwing numbers.
Throwing numbers left and right. All you gotta do is just chunk them out. It's only 1 through 10. First person to get to it's gonna win. 5 people. Give me a 5 people here. Shout out to Pops. Oops.
We got a 4, 5, 6.
Not seeing it yet.
We got 5, 4, 6.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9, 9.
I thought you were saying something else at the beginning. I was like, okay.
Oh gosh,
How
it's so
dare you.
ruined though. No, not me, dude. Come on, I'm not that young.
Calling Jenny.
Nope. He thought I was gonna say 6, 7.
Mello says 1. One says 2.
No.
1 or 2?
No, man, no. Y'all are all around it. No. I guess every number but no, not there yet.
10. 7.
No. It's probably the only one you guys haven't guessed yet.
3.
No. That was last game. Gosh.
I think the next number gets it. Who's it going to be?
Next number has to get it. I mean, damn, we've guessed every number so far.
We got 2 3s.
33? No, not 33. No. Normally, I always guess 2 on a thing like this. In past giveaways, that's what I've done. It's the walls right here. You got number 9. Cheers, man. Congratulations. You get some HP slaps. Got my logo on it. It's a. You know what? I'm gonna throw in 2 quarter-gram honeys. You can share one if you'd like. And then you got the Ghosts from Pops. They're 100 milligram caps. I'm gonna send you about 10 or so of them. We'll see.
Very awesome. Congratulations.
Cheers, man. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much for playing along. Just so I can show it. Actually, I should show them. Freaking.
We need to see evidence. We need proof.
We need proof, right? You could have made that up. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Thank you guys so much. You should be able to sort things like Pops has with it's like a bingo thing, I guess. Pretty sure that's what it's for. Like calling bingo numbers out. Cool. Congratulations. Thanks so much. I'm gonna write you guys down.
Have not tried these things. Do not miss out on these. Candy coated Tootsie Roll eggs. This is one of the better Easter candies that you don't usually get for other holidays.
Are they
But
malted?
they are literally candy coated Tootsie Rolls.
No way.
So it's like, yeah.
What are they called?
They're candy.
Congratulations, man. Nobody else could have won. That was a better human being for sure than Wazzy. Wow, they're actually made by Tootsie Roll.
They're so good. Having that crunchy layer on the outside, game changer.
Wow, it's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a holiday exclusive thing?
I think so. I have seen it in gumball machines, not around Easter time. Like, sometimes when I'm at Arc Thrift Store, they have one of those gumball machines that's got like the 8 different machines all on one stand. And sometimes it'll be like the size of a gumball, but it's a giant Tootsie Roll coated with this candy coating. Yeah, I had to bring that. I saw that in the Dollar Tree today. And it's like, oh, I got to share that. I got to tell everybody about this one. This one is so good. It was I almost picked up jelly beans. It's like, I love those black jelly beans. They're so good. They're my favorite.
Yeah. Do they sell just a bag of the black ones?
They used to at Dollar Tree year round. You used to be able to just get a bag of black jelly beans, and I love the black jelly beans are so nostalgic for me because it reminds me of my grandmother. When I was
It
a
hits you
little
in the
kid,
back of the tongue, dude.
she used to have this little wicker like chicken, and you'd pull up the top, and it would be full of black jelly beans. And I was like, oh, I loved going to Grandma's house.
I like the
Get some
black.
butterscotch.
The black and
What's
green.
Sorry, Derek.
Black and green.
Yeah. Both of them at the same time, or the black and yellow at the same time, or just the yellow?
Wow.
I mean, or just the black.
Mixing it up over here. What the hell?
Switching them up.
That's interesting. I like that. You gotta.
This is interesting.
It's kind of like the original Jelly Bellies, where they would give you recipes, combine the peanut butter and the jelly and the grape, and you got peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Have you thought about making marshmallows that flavor? I mean, that would be delicious. That would cover it up a lot. It's got to be just like, I mean, it's got to be what, like clove and anise and stuff like that creates that licorice flavor.
Oh, licorice is just it's anise and anise.
Anise and anise. Yeah.
Marshmallows. Your marshmallows. Black
Yeah.
I've made anise marshmallows one time, and it's pretty good. I love black licorice stuff. So when I make black licorice stuff, I usually don't keep it that simple. I have to add other ingredients to make it more traditional. Like my favorite kind of black licorice is the Australian black licorice. In order to pull off that flavor,
Wallabies.
you combine anise with molasses, and that's how you get that flavor. And like I've made hard candies with that flavor, adding the molasses and the anise, and nailed it. It's so good. So like, you know how I don't know, some of you guys know about my candies that I used to make with my Kaiju candy store business. I've dissolved the company. I'm focusing on mushrooms, and I'm now just dosing candy and just sharing my recipes. But
Of course.
one of my candies I made were these little tiny hard candies, and I called them asteroids. So I made a black licorice version of those, and I called them dark matter. And they were black, and they were just little hard candies. They were just like a little lifesaver, but just a little nugget. And they were so good. And
that's really cool.
Specifically for my father-in-law, and because he's like, all the licorice candy just isn't strong enough. I want something stronger. I'm like, all right, here you go. And he loved them. It's like I love coming, like people's like, have you ever made this candy before? I'm like, no, I've never done that before, but now I will. Now I'll figure it out. If anybody wants to know how to make conversation hearts, I have a recipe that's basically the old classic Altoids. Someone asked me a while back about whether I knew how to make old classic Altoids because they wanted anise flavored Altoids, and that was what. But I found out it's basically just pastillage. It's a type of frosting.
Are you doing a video on that?
It's not a dosed recipe, but I could. I'm happy to share the recipe. It's written in my notebook, so it's a rough recipe, but it's not polished or anything. But it works good. It's a combination of several different pastillage recipes that I was following. I was trying to make it look and taste old-fashioned.
So the cooking with cubes, you call it cooking candy or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Could it be dosed? Like, I mean, if you recipe, and then we could just add a little bit of, a little. I
know how I would attempt to do it, but I'm just not sure how potent I could get it or how shelf stable I could get it. But yeah, go ahead. What's up? What's your question?
I'm snacking on psilocybin mushrooms. So I mean, just microdose.
Cadbury Easter eggs. It says Mike Barbell says his.
That's what I was just looking at.
Like, the Cadbury Easter eggs are pretty good, but I've never been a fan of like the original Cadbury eggs. I am partial to the caramel ones. I just like a big old blob of caramel. Oh, so good.
That's all they are, though, isn't it? Isn't it all caramel?
Just straight caramel.
Yeah.
caramel.
Mela says that Norway has super strong licorice.
Mm.
I
Can
totally
imagine
forgot
that.
about trying to find any deals on candy after Valentine's Day, like how the stores knock it all on clearance. I haven't even gone to the store to get any. Yeah, that's good for me.
Yeah, good call.
I'm trying to
You
cut
don't-
next.
A little hack though to make those Cadbury Easter eggs. All you gotta do is get the chocolate, get the Cadbury chocolate, and you can make the filling. It's just sugar basically, whipped up. So
Yeah,
yeah, look up the recipe. It's very simple to make.
yeah, they're
Candy
very.
coated microdose. That's what we should do, Dirty. That's what we should do.
Okay, have you guys ever seen The 10th Kingdom? It was a movie made for TV, and it's like the longest movie ever made if you combine all of the episodes. It's like 10 hours long. It's quite the long watch, but it's so good because like it's like a merger of our world and like fairy tales. So it's got like the big bad wolf. He's like my favorite character. And like, it's all about like Snow White and all this other stuff, but it's such a good series. But like in one of the first original episodes, there was like a dragon bean and it was coated in chocolate to help it go down better. But what it actually is, it's just like it's a piece of crap. It's a piece of dragon dung. And you eat it and it gives you 3 wishes. Or
Of
no, I think
course.
Princess Bride, they did it too for the miracle pill. Miracle Max. He's like, we're gonna coat it in chocolate, and help it go down easier. I love Princess Bride too. That's a good one.
What's
I
up,
probably
HP Derek Dirty? No,
I've
no, it's
wasted.
all good, man. You're not late. Hey, we were just doing giveaways a minute ago. If you need anything, reach out to us, man. We'd be happy to supplement you.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, Ronnie. That's good.
Yeah, cheers. He was saying he's on call. You missed the chance to get a giveaway. So if you want something, if you need something, reach out to us and we'll hook you up.
Better late than never.
Later than never, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you should go back though and watch. This is a great episode. We talked about the 16 personality types, and we'll get a little bit more into it later on. It's just the first time I wanted to bring it up. I've been talking about this for a while, so like Dirty was saying, I don't shut up about it. Yeah, I like the idea. At first I was like really adverse to this kind of idea, but then I was really open minded to it. I was like, hey, it teaches me how I can learn how to optimize myself better, and then optimize my relationship with other people. So it's really intuitive stuff. High enough J stuff.
Now I'm thinking about how would I go about coding a microdose?
Yeah, I know,
How would I do
right?
that?
And you can do it
Generally,
with
like
chocolate, right? But then
the
how
way
are
I
you going to
do
be
it,
able to like taste it? Because you're going to have to swallow the pill.
my process now is like, how do I just make the piece of candy small enough to where it's then a microdose? I'm like, what's the dosage of this piece of candy? And I'm like, how do I reduce it enough to make it that dose? But generally, it's just cutting it in half or in quarters. So most of my pieces of candy are about a half gram.
Well, there's 2 ways that come to my mind immediately. I'm like chocolate, but then chocolate's like once the chocolate melts, you're just gonna have a pill in your mouth, which you don't want. You could do it with hard candy, which if you coat it thick enough, you could get the candy in your mouth, and then you could have like enough to swallow it like a piece of candy. Maybe it would even make it more swallowable.
But I think
Um,
that would probably dissolve almost immediately if you dipped it into hot candy.
that's a true point.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it would only take a couple minutes, wouldn't it? Yeah. But maybe at that point it wouldn't even matter because your microdose is inside.
You swallowed it anyway. Like it doesn't really need the candy coating here.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It's food for thought.
Oh,
Mushroom teas are coming soon. I started to get supplies together to experiment with it today, but I don't want to start this until I make sure that I'm preserving it and it's not going to be any kind of mold or rot. It's all about sterility and professionalism. So I want to make sure it's right before I even let anyone try it. So it's going to be a while, but I'm in the works experimenting with mushroom tea.
nice.
You should check out Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. It's very good.
Okay, sweet.
Discworld. Oh, that's a classic book series right there. That goes back. It's good. Definitely check that out. If you like reading, definitely check out Terry Pratchett's Discworld.
Water restriction would be hard to measure for hard candy. Yeah. Heard got it hard. I'm talking about making teas, so I got a little bit of leeway.
So for, Ronnie says, cool water extraction would be hard to measure for hard candy. Yeah, yes and no. I have new methods for extracting and activating psilocin to where it doesn't break down. So I'm fairly certain that I could make it work. As long as you make it acidic enough, and when you reduce it, and as you're evaporating it, it's only going to get more acidic, which is good. It's going to prevent your psilocin from breaking down. So once it's fully dry, you can incorporate it into any candy you want. It won't matter too much. I would dry it and powderize it and then add it to the candy if you were going to use a water extract specifically.
Lemon
All right.
heads.
But I've definitely figured out the alcohol-free extraction process. I think I've nailed it. I need more feedback. I gave out a bunch of candy at an event not long ago, and I just haven't gotten any feedback from anybody. One person gave me feedback at the event because he took it on the spot, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty good." But
Nice.
I want to know what the shelf life is like. That's what if my research is correct, it should preserve it long term. The acidity.
Mela said, "Don't do as I do, do as I say."
Okay, so apparently you can get the Terry Pratchett on audiobook. That sounds good to me. So yeah, we've been at this for about an hour and
I was just gonna say, yeah, we can
9
wrap
minutes.
this up and we can head over to. I'll give us about 20 minutes or so to go over to Discord and get ready. Get snacks, whatever.
Yeah, and so here in about 20 minutes, we'll be starting the season 2, episode 7 of Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia.
Pharmacopoeia, yes, sir.
Episode on.
Say that again.
Amanita muscaria.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you.
Amanita muscaria, as some people want to say.
Since this is such a controversial mushroom, I'm never done researching this mushroom. I'm constantly learning new things, and there isn't enough legitimate research done on this mushroom either. But if anybody has any questions about this mushroom, please reach out. Don't risk it. This is a mushroom that you need to be careful with.
Definitely.
I'm not going to tell anybody to take it. Don't do anything stupid because you need to know what you're doing before you take any kind of leap like that. But I've come across some really, really interesting correlations with this mushroom and other things that I think is really, really interesting. Based off of this video that HB shared the other day in our Discord, it was talking about how there was updated information for 2026 about magic mushrooms. That video
yes, sir.
in the Discord.
Correct. From Spike Substance is the name of the YouTube channel.
I'm gonna go ahead and mention this one thing that I thought was interesting. This guy mentioned benzos as one of those things that can help bring you down from a bad trip. And I was like, not exactly accurate because benzos are reacting on the GABA 2A receptors, not the same receptors that psilocybin's reacting to. What benzos do is it reduces your anxiety and it calms you down and potentially makes you fall asleep. But when I read that and I was like, what? It's affecting your GABA 2A receptors? That's interesting because that's the same receptors that mucimol reacts to. So mucimol is the compound that Amanita muscaria mushrooms produce, but it produces ibotenic acid, which degrades into mucimol. Ibotenic acid is not a good substance. It's a neurotoxin. So I'm not going to go into the details about how to prepare and things like that. But I thought it was really, really interesting that
it's very good.
Basically, if you have fully prepared and fully activated mucimol, and you combine that with your psilocybin mushrooms, it's going to basically reduce your anxiety. So it's going to prevent the bad trip before it even happens.
How many told us to think you vomit bad? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right. And
we'll watch it tonight, and we'll get back to you guys on it. Yeah.
And,
let us know what we think about
it. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Anyway, you all.
You're good. Oh, and if you are looking for something that will stop a bad trip, you need to activate the same receptors. So in order to do that, you need to use basically an antipsychotic medication. And the only way to really get your hands on something like that is if you have a prescription or if you go to the hospital and they will give it to you. But honestly, it's a bad trip is just an overly anxious trip if you really think about it. So benzos do
Well,
make
this
sense.
is the idea behind the benzodiazepine. This is that they're an anxiety medication. So
And
therefore, relieving the anxiety maybe will relieve the trip. I have personally seen this work firsthand, and whether it's placebo or not, I've never personally tried it, so I can't say. But I have seen this work firsthand. People taking
me
a benzo
personally,
and a really intense trip, and then coming down very shortly after, 30 minutes to an hour later.
I'm not a fan of pharmaceuticals.
Oh
So
yeah, me either, 100%.
if
And I don't advocate for it either. And plus, benzos have a high risk for abuse as well. So yeah, it's very dangerous.
if
So definitely a last
benzos
resort.
are helpful, then valerian root should be helpful
Correct. And we
because
should experiment more with this.
Valium is in that same category of benzos. So I would
Okay.
think that if you're looking for a natural alternative to help reduce your anxiety, valerian root.
Bad trip or difficult trip, all perspective, 100%. But to your point, we could try this by ingesting a gram or two of mushrooms, taking that, and seeing if we have any
And
noticeable
I'm pretty
effects.
sure that you
Difference
already
at
have
all.
it on hand. I think you already have valerian root, don't you?
I have some, but it's mixed up with other stuff, so I would have to ingest a pretty good bit, and that would be a very good control because it has other herbs and stuff in it. But I could get my hands on just some straight up valerian from the apothecary, and yeah, experiment with it. Great
I think
idea. I'm
it'd
gonna
be
write that
fun
down.
thing for you to test out, HB, because I know that's up your alley.
Cool. Because I like going the other way. Like I like enhancing and making it more intricate with like Blue Lotus or chocolate or things like this. So
Right.
yeah, it would be cool to see if it has any diminished results. That way, it could be a lifesaver for people.
And it's just that I've never heard of anybody using valerian root to reduce a bad trip. And if benzos is the way, then valerian root makes sense.
I use it for my lungs.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're able to though, try laying down and just like relaxing, meditating. Think of something good, something positive to try to, slow your anxiety if you're having a bad trip. I think
Good
before
advice.
taking anything else, because
Yep.
just I think you can pull yourself out of it. I have. So without taking anything else, just take control of your thoughts and then relax and meditate and just remind yourself this is going to be all,
Breathe.
this is a
Make sure
lesson,
you
this
breathe.
if I wanted or whatever, you know what I mean. And I need to just relax and this is going to be over. That's the thing. It's you're freaking out and you're getting all this anxiety because it's not what you expected, but I mean, you took something, so it's not going to be permanent. You'll get out of it. Just relax and calm yourself. Try
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I've taken a shower before, and that didn't really change nothing. Just kind of the water, and it was like more stimulant. I think and I don't think it really helped. It was a distraction, and I think sometimes that you need is a distraction. Yeah, happy
Think happy thoughts.
Like
Put on some
birthdays.
Bob Ross and just chill.
This thought just came across my mind. I'm going to make a video. I've been writing down some notes and having conversations with friends to try to make sure I get all the details about it. But I'm going to make a video about my beanie and why I always wear it because there's been people that ask about it. I think it's like a great question. It's a funny question.
It's a
Kind
good
of
story.
get to let you know more about me personally. So yeah, 100%. You guys come check us out on Discord. Sorry, go ahead.
I said it's sewn on, right?
My beanie, yeah, that's what people don't know. Shh, Derek, I wish you would they gave it away. I wanted people to know. Yeah, there's a really heartbreaking reason behind it, but I'm not going to get into it yet. Cliffhanger.
Good story.
No, I'm just kidding. It's actually
think
pretty
I don't
pretty
think it's
heartfelt story,
heartbreaking.
actually.
I think it's
Yeah, it's a pretty
endearing.
heartfelt story, man. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, that's my opinion on it anyway. Well, I'll let you know. You guys hear it, and you can take your own inferences and see what you think about it. Do I wear it all the time? Basically, like unless it gets really, really super hot, I will take it off because I'm gonna be sweating and this freaking thing. It's like senseless. But I do sleep in it. I wear it all day, every day. Yeah, I'm always wearing a beanie. And most of the time I'm wearing one of these as well too, neck gaiter. So yeah. Anyway, you guys come join us on Discord. $5 Friday, or sorry, $5 movie Monday. We do that $5 subscription
Once a
for
month.
our Mystic, exactly right, for Mystic Journeys Church.org. And we also now we're offering Minecraft Realms as another perk to that as well. We have a couple other perks too. It's all listed on the website. If you go check us out, mysticjourneyschurch.org. Thank you guys so much for your support. And everybody here, we got everybody's list. Mike, Oreo, Sanum for Mello, and Wazzy as well. Congratulations to all our winners. And we guys will see you Wednesday for What's a Nerdy's Can. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys
This
got
was
anything
funny.
else?
What's
Yeah,
in my
what's the
can?
can?
It's gonna be Easter related. That's a clue.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Y'all have
Yeah.
a good night and everyone.